YouTube was good. It's your boy, Carlos Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This is your first time tuning in. Hey, hit doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell every time I post up new content. The world we live in, the world we live in, the world we motherfucking live in. Standing back at it from the crazy uncle's perspective, right? Taste the beverage because it's Friday. I ain't got no job and I ain't got shit to do. I just got back from the gym, shaved my head, washed my ass, got me something to eat. Now I'm gonna do this quick show. Actually, I got two clips I'm gonna show y'all today. The second one really hits home for me. So, but hey, and apparently, you know what? If I didn't know any better, which I do. So you know what? I'm gonna find the old crazy uncle that gonna come out and say it, right? I really, truly, honestly believe the people behind the YouTube machine, they put shit out there knowing that everybody's gonna talk about it, right? Because like the video that I did the other day about black men and white women. And one woman said, y'all know why we like black men? Because they're not y'all's black men, right? Not this shit. So apparently, Susan with the good hair, right? Then put little sister up on game, right? Hey, look, this is how you get you a NFL player or a NBA player that's my skin tone. So I hope you got your tasty beverage, whatever the fuck you eating on, and let's sit back and enjoy whatever the fuck happens. You know, it's just like what I said in the description. I'm gonna point out some key points that, for the most part, is actually like fucked up, right? So we're gonna make it right.
That girl said they got a whole playbook on how to catch them a chocolate NFL player, and y'all keep falling for it. Now, before we get into it, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, do all the things. I'm gonna talk my shit. We'll have a good time, but let's get into it. So this has come out, and I've seen a few articles about it where basically this white girl's in college, asked her sister how she snacks a chocolate NFL player like she has, and her sister gave her the run-by-run playbook that her then roommate exposed. And basically, her sister's telling her how to go and catch a black man NFL player to make her life rich and great. And it's hilarious because
now hold on, let me see what you got to say.
Because I have known all along and have always said white women, for the most part, are sent to college to find husbands, and y'all sons be falling for this shit every damn time.
Okay, so first and foremost, right? You know, I have to give credit where credit is due. This is something that Dr. Uvar Johnson has always talked about, right? Where that the white women will be with you as a black man, right? The white woman will be with you from the ground up, right? And it looked like where the black woman, she wants the finished product, whatever the fuck that may be, right? So when you look at it from you look at it from that aspect, right? And again, I'm gonna call this rage bait or race bait or whatever the fuck y'all call shit now, right? Because I just watched the NFL draft not too long ago, right? And everybody was with who they were supposed to be with. If that even makes if that makes any type of sense, right? So, but my thing is, why not to say that black women are all up in the air about this, right? But here's the $64,000 question, people, right? Why all of a sudden this is news? Why? Because his white folks is doing it? It's almost like what Richard Pryor said at one time. Motherfuckers be on drugs. You said, hey, motherfucker be going through the neighborhood and say, oh, look at that, darling. Isn't that terrible? Because, everybody be on drugs and shit. Because motherfucker be like, yeah, they call it an epidemic now. Yeah, that means white folks are doing it. He said, y'all remember y'all used to come to our neighborhood, everybody be fucked up, and then she was at, oh, honey, look at that. Isn't that terrible? Then when you come home, right, your little 14-year-old be fucked up and say, oh my God, there's an epidemic. Right? And so it's almost like, so here it is. Here's the $74,000 question, right? Why is it an issue now? Right? Why is it an issue now? I'm just like, what fuck wrong with y'all? Right? Now, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. Let's go.
So as you can see here, this is the girl, Halen, and saying, tell me why my roommate's sister is giving her a full tutorial on how to get a top athlete. She even is going so far as to call y'all sons pick-me's. She says right here, rule number 1 is the foundation to learn athlete with a pick-me mindset. So they're going after the guys who basically want to be chosen, which makes me say, what are y'all parents doing at home that your son is such a pick-me that as soon as a white girl gives him some attention, he feels chosen and glorified? It's giving y'all ain't doing your part as black parents at home to instill a sense of self-love and a sense of love of his blackness and love of.
Okay, so first and foremost, right? See, I hate when motherfuckers do this. Listen, you love who you love, right? And it's quite obvious that most black people, or most black women rather, right? Y'all gotta understand something. We can produce any type of color of people, right? So, and I said this in the black man versus white woman piece. What makes you think that somebody in a family somewhere down the line, right, laid down with somebody that's the same skin tone as me, or a little bit lighter, or a little bit darker, right? Y'all just looking at it, ooh, he got him a white one. Really? Right? I would say go on 23andMe, but that shit ain't worth, that shit is not accurate. Right? So, all right. Yeah, y'all see this, right? Y'all listen, pay attention.
Black women or etc. And a true sense of pride in himself that as soon as a white girl, they can scope out the pick-me black boys and they latch onto them. And y'all sons fall for it every damn time. Another thing she pointed out is let them cheat, deal with it. Don't go looking for it. If it's just a fling, let it go.
Okay, so here's the deal, people. Now, whether you doing that, whether you are saying this to your sister while he in college, or is it once he didn't got drafted, right? Because I'm telling you something. I'm telling you something about professional athletes. And for the most part, I'm taking this in a way from a retired 21-year United States Army veteran. And for those y'all that know, y'all, we put like this. We all know what the fuck happens on deployments, especially deployments. We all know what the fuck happens either on CQ and we also know what happens on staff duty. Or in the case, the watcher is being watched, right? Because you got CQ at battery level, then there's battalion level, then there's brigade level, then post level. Hold on. And so when you look at so guess what? Everybody don't do their little sneak link or whatever. But when you deploy, it's wall to wall, plain and simple. Everybody is doggone. Everybody over there dropping them draws, right? Getting bent over, right? I mean, put like this. I can tell y'all some stories, especially the last deployment I was on, right? You know, shit, caught this two. I caught this one couple. They fucking in the laundry room, right? And you know how like some of them laundromats, you know, they got all the washers and dryers, and then they got the little sink over there. I mean, old boy had old girl bent over in that damn sink, and then he was plowing away like he showed up in the plant some seeds, right? So people listen, people gonna cheat regardless. And it ain't like that he gotta tell you what the fuck he doing. So that's a bullshit rule right there. I mean, damn, bitch, you could have kept that. Let's go.
Because he's the prize, remember? Because he's a pick me. So you got to make him feel like he's the prize because he can change your life, which boils down to what we keep talking about, the fact that they seek these boys out. They don't have any desire.
Now, it was another thing. Well, I don't know if she's, hold on, let's just see what happens.
For them. And if they weren't playing in the NFL, your son would get no attention. But they seek them out because at the end of the day, it's bringing generational wealth back to their white families. She then makes this claim, as you see below, they're still always going to be attracted to Black women, which makes a lot of sense because as a Black woman, you often will see when a white woman was with a Black man, they be staring daggers at us like we want his ass. And man, we don't give no dams. You can have him. Okay. Because the ones.
See, right there. Right there. And then y'all wonder why. Y'all wonder why a lot of these professional athletes, regardless if it's the NFL or the NBA, they go to the white woman. Because listen what the fuck she just said. Hold on.
We want, don't go over there. So keep him because the ones we want, don't go over there. So, okay, because the ones we want, like we want his ass. And man, we don't give no. Woman was with a Black man, they be staring daggers at us like we want his ass. And man, we don't give no dams. You can have him. Yeah, okay, because the ones we want, don't go over there. So keep him. But as you say right here, she says you should antagonize Black women to override activating their inner shenane because that will make him see her and ditch her. So again, parents.
So again, right? So what about all these? What about Becky? What about Susan? What about Kathy? Right? That motherfucking they want to be Black so bad that they act like Sinead themselves, right? So again, what are we doing with this? Where are we going? What? Right? Let's go.
What kind of sons are you raising that something like that can make him look?
Apparently, the parents, they did their damn job, or they continue to do. They're continuing to do their job. He in college. Just like I said, you love who you love, people. If Becky with the good hair can make him happy, then what's your problem? Right? I mean, because a lot of these white, because I'm just here to tell you, right? Becky, Kathy, and Susie, or Susan, right? You know, a lot of these white women now, you know, they got their little, they a lot of them walking around here, they got their little booty too. All right. You know, not to say that that's all what we as men look for. I mean, yeah, put it like this. If you nice looking, you good to me, blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. Fine. Right? Now, if you got them jugs up top and that booty at the down below, right? Hey, listen, all that is nothing more than an extra added bonus. I'm just gonna tell you right now, right? Just like I said, you love who you love, people, right? What the fuck? Where we going?
Negatively on a black woman. It's giving you instilling anti-blackness in your sons. Hate to say it. And it's giving that the white women are choosing racism because actively antagonizing black women for the purpose of making her look bad to a black man that you.
But the thing about it though, it put like this. That's not racism. That's just straight fact. A lot of you motherfuckers don't know how to act. Right? Y'all come out here with the come fuck me shorts on. And some of that shit, your legs looking like a bucket of chitlins. It's all out. So it's almost like, and just know, I know somebody somewhere has thought about this. The leg looking like bucket of chitlins. The ass looking like cottage cheese. So from the waist down, you got cottage cheese and chitlins. Watch somebody that did that. Put it this, if you motherfuckers put hot sauce on them shits, guess what? You put any goddamn thing else on it. Well, honestly, Sunday dinner. Some of you motherfuckers, y'all had them chitlins, goddamn macaroni and cheese, collard green, black eyed peas, cornbread. So, again, where we going? Where we going with this, people? I'm trying to tell y'all, crazy old trying to tell y'all what the fuck going on. Let's go.
Want a snack is actually fully and completely racism. In addition to when her sister asked, I want a chocolate NFL player, they also fetishize your ass and reference you as fucking food. She's got rule number 3, completely ingratiate yourself into your life where he can't function without you. Okay.
Hello?
Man, you was crazy.
What?
The pictures you sent me, you was crazy. They had a big old Kool-Aid cloud.
Oh. Okay.
So I heard we not getting Malachi because Malachi got to run in his mouth, tell everybody where he going this weekend. And I think Lori put a stop to it. Tasha gonna call. Yeah, but Tasha real cool with his mama. So I told him, all you gotta do is tell Malachi to tell his parents that he don't want to be there no more, and they'll have to, because Lori can't make a mistake.
Yeah.
He's grown man, he can't make a mistake.
Yeah.
But he got a little too excited.
Okay, well, hey, shit, what you expect? You know? So, yeah, I'm
So, of course he's bored. He's 20.
yeah.
He's bored.
Yeah. So, hey, well, however y'all can fix it, y'all fix it. Or however Tasha can fix it, have her fix it.
Yeah. Text her, waiting for her to text me back. I said, call his mama.
Yeah. Okay. All right, then. Well, let me know because I'm doing a show right now.
So sorry. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, then. All right, then. Bye-bye. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. But in our case, damn, see that made me forget what the fuck I was talking about. But it's one part on there. Okay, so here's the rules right here. Integrate yourself into his life where he can't function. So, okay, still got about a minute and some change left. So I want to see something right fast.
That also comes back to parents. You didn't raise your son to be independent. So as soon as someone's willing to take over the mama role while he's in college.
So whatever happened to having a helpmeet or the potential of a helpmeet, right? See, this type of shit I'm talking about right here. Let's go.
College, washing his clothes, cooking, and doing all those things, they immediately fall into that because you didn't teach your son how to be an independent young man. Because the black girls that are in college are there because they probably had to sacrifice and they trying to get their education. She's there because mommy and daddy sent her there so she can focus on doing all the things and being a new mom to your son because she don't have shit else to do but to try to snag him. And then, of course, they put the go wild in bed, do anything and everything to him. And
okay, then. So again, right? For those players, and I hate to sound like a broke ass record, but at the same time, though, I gotta be like, let's go back to the black woman, Shanae, right? Or any black woman for that matter. Let's just go, especially the ones with the cottage cheese booty and the bucket of chicken looking leg. Don't they go wild in the bedroom? Right? And see, it's almost like I remember way back in the day, right? I really don't know how old this woman is, right? But I remember way back in the day where that I used to think that eating pussy, that was a white boy's job. Y'all like that smelly shit, right? Licking the pussy all in the ass, all the kind. I just thought, hey, look, white folks, they do that, right? But then as I got older, right, and just know that motherfucker is still ugly than a summer bitch. But sometimes, it smells and tastes delicious. Okay? And it's almost like what Eddie Griffith said at one time, because he was like in his concert, right? He like, how many of y'all eat ass? So he raised his hand, right? And so the motherfucker said, well, how many of y'all eat pussy? And so he actually really said, he said, look, let me tell you something. If you eat pussy, you eat ass. Because it ain't never that much difference. And if you eating pussy right, you gonna slip up on some ass. Right? That's why you tell motherfuckers, hey, go wash your ass. Go wash your ass real good. Right? Because damn, these people. Hit them back. So that's what I'm saying. You can have like this. Bend over the bed, pull them down, right? A lot of you motherfuckers like eating it from the back, because I'm one of them, right? Crazy Uncle is one of them. Just make sure that, and then a lot of women, yeah, and y'all know what y'all do. Motherfucker eating you right, and what you gonna do? Especially if he eating it from the back, what y'all do? Y'all gonna guide his head like, yeah, motherfucker, stay right there, right? So again, where you going? Hold on, we
and do not tell his mom any personal business and always look good and appealing. The ultimate ending in all of this is the fact that
I mean the thing what was getting me is that okay, Becky Susan, Kathy, Jennifer, right? You know, okay, so you know, Angie, right? Well, Angie, you know, that's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of like straddling the fence right there. But what I'm saying is that, okay, so they didn't found the goddamn cheat code, even if it was a goddamn cheat code, right? Why y'all bitching? Right? Why y'all bitching? I keep telling y'all need to go back and watch the show that I did about black men and white women. Right? And you all practice. I'm telling you something about the crazy uncle. I know when I do a show and I know that it's good because I do good if I get 20 views off of a show. Like when I'm actually really doing that real serious shit. The first time that I actually really talk about something that's rather fucked up and stupid, shit is through the roof. Now I don't know if maybe it's because what the fuck did the crazy uncle tell y'all? Maybe just maybe that shit goes over y'all's head, right? But y'all so quick to talk about Becky with the good hair that is eating you motherfuckers alive, right? Let's go.
Y'all sons are out here willfully falling for this shit, and a lot of you parents are sitting back thinking, "Oh, well."
It's not that they fall for it. It's just for the simple fact that, see, you keep hollering about the parents this, the parents that, the parents the other. But 9 times out of 10, that boy, right? And yes, I can call him boy. Nothing racial about that. Or I'll just say young man, right? No, fuck that. It's my goddamn child. I talk how the fuck I want to talk on my goddamn child. But what I'm saying is this. Look at what he grew up around. Whether it was in the neighborhood or whether he saw that shit at school. He trying to not only be a success for himself, but he trying to make mom and dad proud. See, you sit up here holler about, well, mom and dad didn't do this, and mom and dad didn't do that, and mom and dad didn't do that. Bitch, really? Shut up. Let's go.
Samantha's so nice. While Samantha was all on a mission to get your son's fucking money, because she even makes sure she says push for marriage or at least have multiple kids. But hopefully y'all.
Okay. Don't y'all as black women do the exact same shit. Don't y'all as black women do the exact same shit. Right or wrong. Then like I said, Becky and the crew, they got the cheat code. Big damn deal. Y'all motherfuckers do the exact same shit. Let's go.
Will see this and show your sons what the real deal is, and maybe they'll get it together. Because
okay, enough of that shit, right? Enough of that shit. You know, so basically, so it was one. I mean, if y'all saw it, right? But it was one part on there. It was one of the rules. It was just like saying, "Hey, he's the prize. He can change your life. You can't change his." Really? Right? So the thing about it, so at least, if nothing else, the white women are actually really looking at us as black men as the goddamn prize. What the fuck y'all doing? What the fuck y'all doing? Come on, black women. Where y'all at on this one? Right? My wife, hey, listen. She loves her some me. Okay? But I mean, listen, I'm out of the equation right now. And and great the fact, this ain't with all black women. You get some black women that really love their husband, their king, their protector, their provider. Whatever the fuck, how a lot of y'all look at us. That's what the fuck we are to y'all. We'll do anything and everything for y'all. Just as long as y'all love us, respect us, give us our peace, right? And shut our ass every once in a while. So for the most part, right? Okay. And again, like I say, go motherfucker. Watch the shit that I did about the black man and the white woman. And then look at this shit here. And then you wonder why. Okay, yeah, like I say, Becky and the crew, they got the goddamn cheat code. Even if it was a cheat code, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Maybe, just maybe, Becky and the crew really know what the fuck is going on. And it ain't about motherfucking generational wealth. Anything like that. They have kids. Guess what color them kids gonna be? Because it said right over there in the Bible, you are what your father is. Right? We plant the seed. Y'all just a goddamn incubator, right? Hey, hold on to this for me for about 9 months. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna make sure that you're good, right? I'm gonna make sure that you eat right, you get the proper rest. You gonna go to your doctor's appointments like how the fuck you supposed to. Guess what? I'm gonna be there. Rub your stomach. I'm gonna talk to the baby. Make sure that the baby know who the fuck I am. Right? But crazy uncle, I'm not in the baby making business no more. Right? And besides, I enjoy my motherfucking freedom too goddamn much. I love walking around the house butt ass naked and not worry about it. Okay? So enough of that shit. So we're gonna do some bonus material. I won't necessarily call this bonus material, right? But this one right here, shout out to my man Anthony Spade. You be putting out some good shit there, bro. So for those y'all that hasn't, if you haven't to put like this, nieces and nephews, I'm pretty sure y'all already done subscribe to this man's channel, right? But if you haven't, go ahead, do it, right? Now this one here, this is about stepdads, right? This one here actually like really hits home for me, right? Hold on. So here's the this the reason why this hits home for me, right? Is because excuse me. I'm a product of being raised by a stepdad. Yes, I'm 53 years old, right? But now I'll admit the climate has somewhat changed, right? But back in the 70s, in the 80s, Joseph Harris, aka Bozo. If I fucked up, I was gonna catch an ass whooping from him. Because my mother, may she rest in power, right? She understood the motherfucking assignment. Matter of fact, everybody in the neighborhood understood the motherfucking assignment. Stepfathers has been around since day motherfucking one. Whether the father just upped and left or the mama run him off. But it's just for the simple fact, back then, the mama didn't, put like this, the mama probably didn't, the mama didn't run the motherfucker off like what these bitches do today. Right? 9 times out of 10, it could have been just for the simple fact, you know, this is way too much pressure that I can handle. So he said, fuck it, I'm out. Whether like with you young bitches today, right? This is all what the fuck you do. And then y'all wonder why. Y'all wonder why your son, the big black, the big chocolate motherfucker, or the tall chocolate motherfucker, going after Becky with the good hair. Because you ran off the most important thing that he actually really needed in his life. Y'all did that. So we're going to let this run.
I'm ready to do something. It's, you ain't my dad. You look out like your mom. Stand up on business. Go ask a real dad.
Told him that I don't want nobody picking my daughter but me because I'm the mother.
I want to be stepmother so much. It's so bad. You want to take my place? Here, you can have it.
I would suggest that you not even move in with a woman with kids. And when she get mad enough, she gonna remind you that these aren't your kids.
It starts off sounding like a regular family argument, but the deeper this video goes, the more you realize every single situation turns into the exact same problem. Boundaries disappear, roles get blurred, and eventually everybody starts competing with the real parent. Watch how ugly this gets.
You don't want to call her your daughter anymore?
No, I don't want to call me dad anymore.
This father told his stepdaughter not to call him dad anymore. What happened next will leave you speechless. Is this good parenting?
That depends on what the fuck the situation is. So, harsh truth, people. Just like what I told y'all before I even started this, right? You know, I'm a product of being raised by a stepdad. Look at how I turned out. I think I turned out pretty well. 21 years, I served this country. I'm retired. I ain't got to do shit else if I don't want to. Right? And then during my 21-year Army career, I was a stepdad. Right? My son, yes, he's my son. My son just got married this past weekend, right? And, you know, he hit me up and he's like, hey, you know, I got married, blah, 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 right? So I'm like, hey, congratulations, right? But I'm going to tell you something about my son. I met him and his mother when he was 2 years old. He was about to turn 3, right? And there's no, I love my son, right? And there's no, I'm going to send this to you, right? So, listen, I'm not going to say too much or nothing, but that's my son, you know. I mean, he belonged to me. I got him when he was 2, raised him up the best way that I could. I mean, I grant the fact, I did fucked up shit, you know, but I always felt that when it was game time, when game day arrived, I was always there for my son. or or let you motherfuckers say stepson, right? No, he is not my goddamn. That is my son. See, that's y'all mother. So again, and I get it. The situation changes. If indeed that's what the fuck you going to call it. Did I discipline my son? You goddamn right I did. But I did it military style. I didn't take the belt to my son. I just told him, hey, I give him my boots. I said, hey, hold him out till I get tired. Right? I had him doing front back goes, everything. I was working that body. Right? Then he went out there, he played football. Right? Damn good. But again, shit happens. And I wasn't always there for my son because I had a job to do. I was serving this country. And then, I think like sometimes, I missed out on a whole lot of key points with my son. I mean, who knows? Who's to say right to this day? I love the fact that I served my country. I also wanted my son to be a success. I mean, I love my son regardless of, I transferred all of my educational benefits over to him because I wanted him to be a success. Because I already knew I was already at the damn near, I was damn near at the finish line. Called retirement. I retired at 43 people. I'm 53 right now. Right? But I retired in 2018. So y'all do the math on that. So what the whole deal is, and and then he actually, at the spade, he actually said, it's 50-50. In which, I have no problem with that number. I really don't. But what I'm saying is this. If shit was like how it was, and then who's to say? Who's to say that it's not like that already? Right? But this is how you kill this shit. And I already know a lot of you motherfuckers say, okay, crazy uncle, that shit is easier said than done. Really? Or is it that y'all motherfuckers are too lazy to actually really put in the effort? Right? The only reason why the only reason why there's a so-called thing called stepdads right to this day. Stepdads or stepmothers. But it's probably more stepdads than there are stepmothers. Because we as men, we will work with you, motherfucking work with you. And y'all still want to show y'all ass. So they're like, well, fuck it, I'm out. I can't deal with your ass no more. Right? And I get it, the door swings both ways. It has to. Right? The door has to swing both ways. But what I'm saying is this. When old boy is that he caught your motherfucking eye. Because see, this is where the conversation starts at. And he got real close to you, right? And he's whispering what my grandma used to say, whispering them sweet nothings in your ear, right? Depending on how far y'all done got on into the relationship, right? Right? Y'all done had a few drinks or whatever. I mean, I don't know how the shit goes, right? But, I'm just telling you what the fuck happened. Y'all done had a few drinks. He whispered them sweet nothings in your ear. Then he rubbing and grabbing on your booty or whatever. Your pussy wet. And then what happens? Draws get dropped. Pussy get ate. You wet. He didn't knock you, he didn't blew your back out, and he didn't planted a seed. And just know that 9 times out of 10, the pullout game was extremely weak. But then again, I can also look at it like this. The intent was probably was, hey, guess what? There was some true love there somewhere, right? But here's the deal, people. And I'm talking to the women right now, right? Don't be so quick to drop your drawers because of what a motherfucker. Because for most of us, that's not always the case. We love y'all. We as men, we love the shit out of y'all. We love the ground that y'all walk on. Like no bullshit. We love that, right? And then I'm not gonna sit up here and say that having sex is the ultimate goal. Sex will come. Sex will be there. It's gonna be there. Because 9 times out of 10, y'all gonna want it. You know, because you like how he look, you like how he sound. He got a good head on his shoulders. So yeah, eventually you're gonna give him the booty. Right? You know, but it's for the most part, everything that happens after that, right? You really got to be like, okay, so what now? But the thing about it, with you know, but the thing with it is this: in order for it to actually really work, a lot of other shit has to go into play. I mean, because listen, if y'all can talk about if y'all can just sit up and just talk for hours on end, regardless of subject, right? And really be good at it, right? Then, you know, that's what you want. Somebody that's actually really gonna motivate you. When you're down, here they come. They got you. Hey, baby, I'm in your car. I'm cheering for you. And vice versa. Fellas, do that for your woman. Or that, or the potential of being your woman. That one, right? That you can look at her and be like, okay, she has potential. She can be the next Mrs. Crazy Uncle or Harris Martindale, right? That can happen. You know, so, but my whole deal is just, you know, fellas, watch what the fuck you do. These are gentle creatures. Although they can be rattlesnakes at times, right? But it's all about how you treat the woman that's either going to be your future wife, the mother of your children. Y'all really got to watch that. Y'all really, I mean, because the thing about it is this. All pussy is good pussy. I'm just going to tell you that right now, right? Put it like this. And I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start this, right? So, but all pussy is, well, let's just say this: all pussy is pussy, right? I could put, and you know, this was something that I, when I was in the army, I put this shit to the challenge, and you know, and I told the fellas, I was like, hey, all pussy is pussy. They're like, sorry, you bullshit. I'm like, okay, all right. And which, for the most part, right? And the only reason why I say it is because the thing about it is this: how well do you know your wife's body? Because, see, I can put you in a room, put like this. I put your wife and 2 other women in the bedroom. Just know one of them, even though you married, you want to fuck the shit out. And just put an old third random motherfucker in there. Right? You go in there, lights are out. She can't say shit. Right? How well do you know your wife's body? I mean, I get it. There's a lot of stipulations inside people. It ain't the pussy that makes you nut. It's what is that's surrounding that motherfucker that makes you nut. Because I give you a pocket pussy right now. Just a pocket pussy. You ain't finna nut no time soon. Trust me on this. I ain't never had a pocket pussy. But let's go.
Embarrassing about you truly broke my heart right now, and I just don't want to deal with you.
I love her.
That's no love for you to say that to a little kid, and you're telling her not to call you dad. I don't even get how you think sometimes. Do not talk to me.
I'm just up and leave and you don't care.
I don't care.
One thing about family situations.
Okay, so here's the deal with this, you know, and just like I say, shout out to my brother Anthony Speed. You know, I just feel like not only with him, but with a lot of people, right? You know, y'all do a clip, y'all do your little commentary, right? And then a lot of y'all take shit out of context. I mean, I need to know, because here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck happened. Yes, that's my son. I love my son. But, and this is why I say that this shit here, it hits home for me. I mean, because my first marriage, right? It got ugly like early. Because for one, both of us was young, right? We both wanted to get out of Arkansas for the most part, right? So we got married. Then the shit didn't go to according to plan. And so she was like, hey, I want a divorce. Right? And so I was like, okay, well, this is it. I'm thinking, hey, guess what? This is it. And then she finna go home too. And my son, right? He come daddy. I said, hey, look, you can't call me dad no more. Stuff hasn't worked out between you and your mom, me and your mom. I told him that. Then she gonna get mad. Why are you gonna tell him that? Ain't you finna go back home? Don't you want a divorce? I mean, it's more to the story, but they ain't none of y'all's business right now. And you know, for the most part, I really think that I said too goddamn much. But the thing about it though is this, people. Don't sit up here and play shit and really not give no type of context on why he said it in the first place. Let's go.
Situations like this, those titles get weaponized. Dad, stepdad, or even real mom. It stops being about the kid completely. The next situation went from co-parenting to straight up fine. You take them then.
I want to be stepmother so much and so bad. You want to take my place? Here, you can have it. You can have it. I'm dropping him off so you can play stepmommy or mommy or whatever.
And see, this type of attitude right here, that's why he left your ass. Look at how you act, right? Chances are, that new nigga that you got that said, oh, he can't be here. Why I'm trying to blow your back out, right? And then it's just for the simple fact, right? Let's go back to the previous shit, what I just did. And then y'all wonder why the so-called cheat code didn't happen. Look at how his own mama is doing. Right? And then 9 times out of 10, you gotta look at how the stepmother is gonna do it, right? Because chances are she too busy getting her back blown, right? Hey, give us some melatonin, right? While in the meantime, this motherfucker drinking coffee and taking note of it, right? So, I'm just telling y'all how this shit goes, right? Back in the day, I put it in. Everybody, people always holler about where it takes a village to raise a child. Guess what? Ain't no more goddamn village. Ain't no more goddamn village. Y'all gonna have to take that shit back, way back, right? Oh, you can't touch my son. Don't touch my daughter. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. Back when I was growing up, do something that you ain't had no business doing, and some of the other parents caught your ass, right? You finna catch your ass whooping from them. Then they went and told your parents, and you caught another ass whooping, right? And like, hey, thank you, girl, blah, 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 blah. And then guess what? You finna catch another ass whooping, right? Everybody that I grew up with on that corner of Maryland and Macon, all of us made it out. Not to say put it like this, not to say that it was bad. It was a damn good neighborhood. Shout out to my boy, Brooke Schmidt. So he knows what's happening. I'm just telling y'all, shit changes. But why did it have to change? That's what the fuck I'm trying to figure out. That's the $64,000 question. Why did the shit have to change? Right? You don't want nobody beating on your child's ass, right? Well, stay with the motherfucker that you dropped your drawers to. He planted his seed in you, right? Raise the child up. You wouldn't have this. See, that's what happened. That's what happened with a lot of y'all women. Y'all get dick down and you get crazy, right? He dick you down real good one time. Eat the pussy real good one time. Eat the ass. And it just know for a lot of y'all, right? A lot of y'all have not experienced a rim job. I'm just telling you. Right? I'm just putting it out there. A lot of y'all have not actually, it's like the shit what I did yesterday. When I did the little short shit. What did the fuck did the crazy uncle tell y'all yesterday? What did I tell y'all? I said, listen, I cook, I clean, I fuck, but I don't shut the fuck up because I take care of everything. I have this shit on lock. There's a lot of women wishing they had a motherfucker like me, if not me. I know how this shit goes. And you just know that even if it was the case, if I had a kid, ain't no motherfucker raise me. Watch that went over y'all's head. I'm gonna say it again. Ain't no other motherfucker finna raise me. And again, watch that went over y'all's head. I already know. That's why I don't catch many views and I don't have a whole lot of subscribers because I actually like really bring that shit to y'all like how it's supposed to be brought. But y'all won't though. Nah, motherfucker, lie you some bitches to sleepwalk. Let's go.
And he can finally be a dad and stop ripping and running the streets. So you know what? There you go. You stand with your dad and your stepmom.
That's the part people don't talk about enough. Adults start arguing with each other, and the kid ends up emotionally trapped in the middle, trying to figure out who they're supposed to listen to. And somehow the next argument gets even.
I'm not going nowhere.
Get out the
You
car.
know, she be talking about you. She be saying you ain't my real mom and everything.
Not his real mom.
Yeah, no, you're not his real mom.
Not his real mom. So who's his real mom when you're out with all types of men? Who's his real
I'm the
mom?
one that gave birth to him.
I don't care. Dogs give birth.
And
I prepare his food. I make
So
every
do I.
football game.
In a sense, she just called her, in a sense, she just called you a bitch. Let's go. I don't know. I understand. But see, hey, it is what it is. Let's go.
And I'm gonna make sure his future's secure.
So do I.
by taking him to the senior night tonight.
That's not
You're
gonna
delusional.
See how fast this turns into competition? Nobody arguing about what's best for the kid. Now it's who deserves the title more. And once discipline gets involved, everything completely explodes.
I told him that I don't want nobody for my daughter but me because I'm the mother. So what makes you feel like you could do that?
Your daughter was being disrespectful.
Bitch, wow, I say so again. It's there. Okay. Who ran out? Well, it's quite out. You ran out. You got custody. Put it this. Your dude got custody of the child. Because you too busy shaking your ass, dropping your drawers, right? Got that throat action going, the throat spray. Again, once again. And then y'all wonder why y'all sons are going after Becky with the good hair, Susan with the good hair, Kathy with the good hair, Jennifer with the big booty, or Judy with the big booty, along with them jugs. Oh, don't worry about it, baby. You know, put it. Y'all almost got a motherfucker go watch Undercover, bro. He could put it. A true brother cannot stand mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise right to this day because it looked like, for me, right, it looked like somebody that jizzed all in my motherfucking sandwich, right? This is what the fuck I'm gonna tell you. I'm not clowning. I mean, hell, that's for anybody's content. Go back and look at it. But it's just for the simple fact that I can watch shit and I watch it, and I'm like, okay, I got it. I can watch something else over and over. Okay, I got it. So this is why the crazy uncle, I can look at this and tell you what the fuck is happening. Then I can tell you why it's happening, and then I can give you a prime example. What did I tell you, or what the fuck, or I can actually really tell you or show you. Right? But there's sometimes, right? If you're a true brother, yes, you will not eat mayonnaise. But that don't mean that I'm going to carry my ass back to your ignorant ass. Plain and simple. Let's go.
But really not excuse me to put their hands on my daughter.
Okay, at the end of the day, your daughter's not disrespectful to you because you're her mother, and I guess the ways that she's learning, you're teaching her how.
So why you let her put her hands on our
Damn, she got some nostrils. That biscuit's. Damn. Don't cheat on her, because put like this. You can just put a bitch in the car. She gonna smell it. What bitch been in the car? Right? I'm just trying to tell you, right? You gotta watch this one too, dog. You got two crazy bitches on your hand. Let's go.
daughter?
First off, she was being disrespectful.
Why didn't you discipline her? Because you the damn daddy.
Because I wasn't here. You just could have called me about this. You
don't answer the phone. You don't answer the phone.
And come in my house and try to act a fool.
I'm not saying she should not listen, but let me
See, I'm just like, I'm listening to her right now, right? Dog, yeah. You the stupid motherfucker. You the stupid motherfucker. You fuck this bitch knowing how she sounds. This is her regular voice. This is her regular voice. She must got a big booty. Or she sucked your dick down, leave. Right? Probably got a BBL. You know what? I just came up with a new subject. And I already know. I ain't gonna tell y'all, right? But I just came up with a brand new subject. Put it like this. I'll talk about it on Monday.
Tell you something. This is my daughter. I don't want you touching her. That's point blank, period. But listen to what?
Under my roof.
Okay, so here's the deal, right? You don't want nobody touching your daughter. But what did you do for him to get somebody else that try to raise your daughter? Right? You running off in the mouth. You one of them ignorant bitches. Like, yes, I said it. Right? You old ignorant bitch. Did you run him up? And then if you did, why? What was it? What was he doing or what wasn't he doing? That you ran off. Right? If indeed that's even your damn baby. Okay, let's go.
She's going to get punished if she's being
I'm not, okay, look, I'm not saying she can't be punished, but she does not have to put her hands on my daughter. Call me and I will handle it, or either teach her to be more respectful, because she don't do that with me. I'm not trying to come here with that shit. I'm really not. But you need to calm all that down.
All right, well, hold on, wait a minute. So here's the deal. This is what, so once again, right? You take shit out of context. Right? How did the mama know? Because that badass daughter went back and called. Mama, she whooped me. And depending on how old the child is, you didn't discipline her like how the fuck you was supposed to. On top of every goddamn thing else that you weren't doing as a mama. You weren't taking care of your daughter. You weren't taking care of your man. Whether that was mean suck and fuck him till he dry. It's quite obvious you didn't do that. You didn't cook, you didn't clean, you didn't do that. And then you wonder why he left your bitch ass. So again, this is fill in the blank. No disrespect. Enter the spade, but hey, guess what? You know, hey, look, wait a minute, I like how they did that. You know, but you know, hey, listen. Come on now, let's kill that shit.
This is where step family situations get dangerous because everybody wants authority, but nobody agrees on where the line is. Even the lawyer watching this already knew the situation was headed straight towards court.
Wow, that was quite interesting. I wanted to stitch this video because ironically enough, when I saw this video, I have a case about this exact same thing. Whose side are you on? Are you team mom? Or are you team stepmom and dad?
But after hearing that, watch what happens when the actual stepdad tries to enforce rules inside the house. This is where the resentment finally comes out loud.
Hey, you want to take the trash out, brother?
You can take the trash out. Talk about some trash. You're my dad.
This stepdad was being disrespectful.
See, right there. Snatch your hands back. Snatch your hands back, right? Right? You know, I get you trying to teach responsibility. Right? But at the same time, though, boy, look at this. There's no eventually you finna be a man. And so if you know, and I'm sorry that it's you know that it's taking this longer than it is, but when put like this, when you've been around the corner like about 5 times, right? You see shit, you know shit, you know how shit is supposed to go, right? So I'm just like, take out the trash, dog. Is it really gonna hurt you to take out the trash? Did my son take out the trash? No, he didn't. Because I felt like I'm a man. That's my goddamn job. Right? I gave my son other responsibilities. Like clean your fucking room. You can't clean your room. Why the fuck would I ask you to take out the trash? You can't keep your goddamn room clean. So why would I do that? I mean, for the most part, yeah, he right. You ain't nothing about dad. But see, here's the deal, right? Why the fuck will you catch somebody with a son that goddamn age?
Affected by his stepson, and what happened next will shock you. Is this good parenting?
Yo. Dang, bro, you don't knock?
Talk to mama told you to clean his room.
My mom told me to clean his room.
All right.
Man, whatever. Ain't my dad anyways. But 13. These new Jordan just came out. I gotta have these.
How much are
they? Want 80, but with tax, they're like 200.
Why you asking me?
What you mean?
Bro, that's some real daddy, man. Every time I ask you to do something, it's you ain't my dad. You look out like your mom. Stand up on business. Bro, that's a real daddy. So,
and there it is.
Okay, so here's the deal. This is good. This is good. But here's the deal. Dog. Is it because in which to find a female with no kids, that's like a needle in a haystack. But I'm gonna tell you something about today's step women or stepmother versus how it was in the 70s and 80s, right? Everything was natural about them. Today's stepmother, they either got the fake titty, they got the fake BBL, they got the fake hair, they got all that shit. Right? And then you gotta be like, okay, she got a big booty. And so, put like this, fellas, I'm finna put y'all on some game. Right? Let's look at your sexual arsenal, like right off. Meaning, what do you like to do to your woman sexually? Kissing her is one thing. Kissing and circling the titty, especially around the nipple, make her headlights come on, okay? Take your tongue down the stomach, down to Jamaica. Now, before you go to Jamaica, you need to make sure that shit is clear. That ain't no hurricane that came down there and fucked up what the fuck it is that you actually really trying to do. Right? So, yes, hold on. So basically what happens is this. My sexual arsenal is like beyond belief. I will suck the titty. I will circle the nipple. Just know that what LL Cool J said in one song, I'm that type of guy. Just yes, I'm that type of guy. Because it was that one lyric that he said, I will lick you in places that your boyfriend won't. Right? So, but with all of the motherfucking diseases that they got out there right now, you tend to draw back, right? You put it like this. You know, she could have the booty, she could have the titty, she can have all that kind of shit, right? But guess what? She got little sharks and pussies and her pussy, right? Right? You go down, you may not look like a glazed donut, right? But if you go down on a motherfucker today, you won't look like a doggone glazed donut. You may come up, I mean, the fact it may be a couple of days after the fact, you may come up looking like a Nestle Crunch bar. Right? You know, and then for those, you know, and again, I'm not gonna say too much, but the thing about those is, you know, with love making, you know, truly love making, you're gonna take your finger somewhere, you're gonna take your tongue somewhere, right? You know, shit might end up in your mouth, you know, and on both ends, you know. And so for the most part, right, you know, you really have to make sure that you're good, make sure that you square. Okay? You know, because we as men, right, you know, those of us that actually ready to do that type of thing, we just want to make sure that y'all clean. Like no bullshit. I don't have that problem. But you know, but my whole deal is, ladies, don't set us up for failure. For the most part, we actually, like I said, we really, truly, honestly love y'all. Don't set us up for failure. Like no bullshit. Let's go.
Step parent nightmare in one sentence. You ain't my dad. The crazy part is the internet has completely split on whether stepdad should even try to parent at all anymore.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you don't got kids, don't be a stepdad. If you do, you a fool. Don't get too attached, because at the end of the
Yo, shut the fuck up, right? Because I hate it when I get it, you seeing it for what it is now, but that wasn't always the case, right? And 9 times out of 10, it's probably not the case now. I get what you're saying. Dog, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about, right?
day, that's not your kid. And if you want to be a damn fool and not have kids and go be a stepdad, go holler at Deontay Wilder. You're a damn fool, because not only do you gotta walk on eggshells with somebody.
No, whoever the fuck this bastard is. And you know, I don't even know why the fuck I stopped, because you know I already know it ain't gonna get no farther than this. But no, I motherfucking destroy your ass. I will destroy you. Right? I will make you shut down your goddamn podcast. I'm just saying.
Else kid. This the part people don't ever think about. The days where she's arguing with her baby daddy because he didn't send the child support money, was supposed to take little man for the spring break, and he spun off. Now she's in your house mad over the actions of another man, and you, her man, gotta deal with that. So now you get the repercussions from what another outside your.
But see, here's the deal. I never dealt with that. So, am I one of the great ones? Because I didn't have to deal with it? Because it ain't always about the mama, ignorant fucker, right? It's all about what the child wants, whether male or female. I don't know. Maybe I was just one of those special cases. Well, stop taking shit out of context. Let's go.
And honestly, once these situations go bad, people stop talking like families and start talking like survival mode roommates. This next rant sounds harsh, but a lot of people secretly agree with it.
I would suggest that you not even move in with a woman with kids.
You know what? This little chihuahua dog looking motherfucker. But like this, you know, I don't know when to believe him and when not to believe him. Like, you know, I'm just gonna go
Because they're gonna work against you. And when she get mad enough, she gonna remind you that these aren't your kids. You cannot put your hands on somebody else's children.
I've seen that happen firsthand.
You don't come into no household trying to play stepdaddy. You come into the house being a man. You don't come trying to play stepdaddy, man. You say something to the mama. You don't say none of them kids. Because they're gonna resent you off you coming in this late in their life. They're gonna resent anything, any male presence that's trying to be positive.
Well, see, here's the deal with that, right? Charles White, you all kind of fucked up. You know, but you know, I'm not gonna say that you all the way fucked up, but you fucked up. Was your dad in your life? Was your dad in your life? Don't make me bring up your motherfucking history. That's what I'm saying. Why is this motherfucker on anybody's podcast? Why is he saying any shit about anything, regardless of the subject? Where was your daddy? Because when you in jail, when you in prison, at one point, the motherfucker that went to jail can't tell me shit. It's just like what they said about Will Chamberlain, right? You know, or like the shit what happened with Magic Johnson, which right to the thing, I really don't think that he had AIDS or the HIV virus. I don't really think that he had none of that. I just think that he sat down along with Bird and the rest of the crew, right? Michael Jordan was in play. Michael Jordan was flashy. Michael Jordan could dunk, all that kind of shit. Dunking from the free throw line, but then didn't motherfucker Dr. J do that same shit, right? So what was really flashy about Michael Jordan? So I say all that to say this, right? And you know, with the what the one comedian said about motherfucker Will Chamberlain, right? So when Magic Johnson got the HIV virus, now he want to be a spokesman. And so the one comedian said, let me tell you something, folks. Motherfucker, the guy that can't tell me shit. Bring on Will Chamberlain, right? So when motherfuckers like him, where was your daddy at, motherfucker? Was your daddy in your life? And then if he was, how did he teach you? What direction did he lead you in? So, dog, shut the fuck up, dog. You don't know.
Now, if you come in and let them do all that, they may embrace you. But if you come in as a real man and you trying to enforce rules and regulation and laws, they're going to resent you. So, man, it's best just on a woman with kids. Don't be trying to play stepdaddy to them kids that ain't yours, my nigga. A woman with kids from, man, you got to catch him when the baby young, 9 months old. But if you coming in and he's 7 and 8.
Now, okay, on that part there, I'm like, okay, if I sound like that I'm talking out of both sides of my neck. Okay, that chances are I am. Right? But the thing about it though is this. It ain't about the child. It's all about how the mom operates. Yes, the child don't know no better, but the mama do. Right? So yeah, Charleston White, you fucked up as usual. Let's go.
Hey, man.
Every clip somehow keeps coming back to the exact argument. Who gets authority and who actually gets respected. But the next clip shows what happens when the kid never leaves home and the whole house starts turning against itself.
Being a step parent is one of the hardest things on the planet. First off, you gotta live with the fact that was gonna grow up one day and scream, "You're not my dad." That shit's coming. The attitude, the energy, you can't discipline him the way you want to. You can't even input the way you want to input.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Right? But here's the $64,000 question. And my mom always told me this. She said, boy, you don't need a ready-made family. And this was in the 90s. Right? And for the most part, right, you know, this guy here, he talking. How far back is he going? Is he going back to the 70s? What was his childhood like? Right? Because the crazy off, I just told you how my childhood was. I told you who I was raised by. Right? But the thing about it is this. I can actually really go a hell of a lot deeper than what the fuck that I'm telling y'all. As a matter of fact, I have went deeper than what the fuck I'm telling y'all right now. The crazy off, right? I put everything out there about myself. Because for the most part, right, you know, I was like, okay, well, motherfucker, what happened in my childhood? I went through. I had no other choice in the matter. And then for the most part, right, from everybody that was born after me, especially anything after 1983, y'all had CPS, all that shit. I didn't have CPS. I got my ass whooped. And I got my ass whooped regularly. But the thing about it was this. Look at how the fuck I turned out. Look at how the fuck I turned out. I'm retired. I ain't gotta do this shit no more. I knew what the fuck I wanted. A lot of y'all don't know what the fuck y'all want. I look at my grandbabies, both of them. They smart as shit. I know what they want. I know what the fuck they're trying to capture. And me as a grandfather, not being biological, I love my babies. I love my babies. I love my daughter. Shout out to my big baby, LaCrystal Gaston. I love you. I love you, baby. Daddy love you. Plain and simple. You act too much like me for me not to be your dad. But at the same time, respect your dad. I know how you feel about me. Trust me. And I love the fact that you love that way, that you look at your pop that way. Kyron, when you come down, if you can come down, right? I want you to meet your sister. I'm trying to do something that has never been done before. At least not to my knowledge. but my 2 kids, and they belong to me. I caught one at 2. I caught one at 29. But y'all belong to me. I love y'all both. I love y'all both. If y'all act like, if y'all really knew, and I'm gonna cut this shit out. I'm gonna shut this shit down. Listen. If y'all truly knew how I felt about y'all, how I love y'all, y'all have given me like the 4 most beautiful grandbabies ever. Kylan, listen, you already know how I went down with the first one. You know how I went down with my mom. And so, listen, I'm not asking for a whole lot. I'm not asking for a whole lot. It's just that before I die, I need you to come here. And if I got to give you gas money, I will give you gas money to come here. Bring the babies. I need all 4 of my grandbabies here with me. It will mean a lot to me, son. Right? I'm not calling you out or anything like that. But I'm not even gonna call myself an old man. Right? But I want to experience what my dad did when he had all 4 of his kids together at one time. It really made him feel good because it's just for the simple fact that, yes, we as men, we will fuck up. We will fuck up. Not to say that it's in our nature. Well, motherfuck that. Listen, I try not to fuck up. I try not to fuck up. I really do. I love my wife more than what. Listen, people. I just want to see both of my children together. I just wanted to see because all of them belong to me, regardless of age. Both of them belong to me, regardless of age. I just want to be like, hey, listen, this is my family. My family. My family. I mean, I'm one of them, I mean, biologically, don't nobody belong to me. But I took you on me. It ain't biologically, but it's just for the simple fact you belong to me. I'm taking on that responsibility. Or how I have took on that responsibility. I've done everything possible to make my son a success. And I'm trying to do this with my daughter, my baby, my daughter, my big baby, right? Crystal, daddy love you. Right? Niecy, my sweet, sweet. Hey, listen. You know how I go all out with family. And anybody else that's actually really gonna watch this. Listen, if I like you, if I care for you for a great deal, you already know I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna take care of you. Just don't fuck me over. Do not fuck me over. whether it's family, friends, or somebody that's in potential. Don't fuck me over, because I will hunt you down like the motherfucker that you are, right? I will turn into a parasite, and I will climb up your ass, and I will just act like really motherfucker destroy every vital organ that causes you to live. Which this no, that's everything. That's every organ possible. Fuck with me if you want. I'll turn into a parasite. You'll get sick, and you will die. You will die. A slow and a most horrible death. You will die trying to reach the motherfucking toilet bowl to vomit. Just know, but you gonna shit all over my motherfucking floor. Fuck with me if you want to. I'm one of them. I will always be one of them. I live hard, people. My sweet knows this. So with that being said, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your damn. So with that being said, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker. Cross the street, around the corner. Oh damn, mother. Put it this. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker. Cross the street, around the corner. Cross the street, around the corner. That don't sound right for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it is for me, y'all. Because y'all know how I do it. So I'm gonna try this again. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next little cross street right on his Harris, aka Chris Uncle. Yes, I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm all about family, people. You trying to be family with me? Hey, look, y'all already know what the fuck to do. I love each and every last one of y'all. No bullshit. So hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all have a good weekend.